So I haven't put out a lot of wash content lately, and the reason is pretty simple. I've basically stepped away from my pressure washing business. I hired a manager about 2 years ago who handles the daily operational side of things, and I've been heads down in quote IQ. And there's just really no other way to build something like it, okay? It keeps growing. We've got a full development team. We have a full marketing team. We've got a support team that is over 10 people strong now. And I'm sure that a lot of people watching this right now have talked to them. But the videos that I do make now are the ones that I think are the most valuable to you as business owners, right? Sales, marketing, system, the stuff that actually moves the needle, the stuff that's making you money and actually helping your businesses grow. But today we're going on site. It's a roof wash. I saw a virtual call come in from a guy in my neighborhood. Insurance company basically threatened to cancel his policy if he didn't get his roof cleaned. And I saw it on the schedule for today. So Mac's up there right now. He's doing the work. So we're going to talk about how to leverage this new trend, how to position your company as the go-to in your market, and what you need to have in place to actually land these jobs. So let's go. So the insurance companies have gotten really aggressive, and they're using satellite imagery and drone technology to inspect the roofs without ever sending a single person to your neighborhood, to your house. And when they spot the algae, the glioblastoma, moss, black streaking, or any kind of biological growth, they send the homeowner a letter. Sometimes they give them as little as 30 days to fix it, or they can cancel their policy. Now this guy, he got the letter, he ignored it. They sent him another nastygram, and then he called us. And here's what makes this different from your average soft wash lead. These people, they're not shopping around for price. They're people with a deadline, and that completely changes the dynamic of the sales process. They're not calling around getting 3 quotes. They're calling the first person who answers the phone, and they need to get it done. So obviously, this is going to be soft washing. Everyone knows that you can't pressure wash a roof. The insurance companies, they make that very clear. And if anyone wants to argue that point, please let me know in the comment section down below how you could possibly pressure wash a roof. Regardless of those conversations, ARMA, the Asphalt Roofing Manufacturers Association, is the governing body for asphalt shingle standards in this country, and their official position is crystal clear. Never use a pressure washer to clean an asphalt shingle roof. Their recommended method is a low-pressure chemical application of 50-50 bleach and water solution applied with a soft wash system. And it doesn't matter if it's gas or electric or a pump-up sprayer. We prefer gas, but you spray it on, you let it dwell on the surface, and then you rinse it off with low pressure. That is soft washing in a nutshell. And that's exactly what you're watching right here. And that's exactly the process that the insurance companies are looking for. Because pressure washing, it causes granule loss, which shortens the life of the roof, and it voids most manufacturers' warranties. In fact, I think it voids all of them. Okay, so now we're going to get into the documentation piece. Now, this is the non-negotiable. And here is where a lot of the contractors, they drop the ball even when they do the work correctly. The insurance company doesn't just want a clean roof. They want proof. They need proof, and they have to have it. Before and after photos, time-stamped, tied to the property address and the customer's information. Inspection notes and a professional PDF report the homeowner can then forward directly to their insurance agent or the insurance company. And this is where having the right systems in place completely changes how these jobs go. On the All-American side, we run everything through Quote IQ, and the way it handles job documentation is exactly what these insurance jobs require. Before we touch the roof, we generate an inspection report with Quote IQ Cam, photos of the current condition, notes on what's there, all time-stamped and tied to the customer's record. After the job is done, the completed report is generated with their photos, job details. Quote IQ has one of the most advanced before and after photo tools available, and it produces a clean professional PDF that the homeowner can email straight to their insurance company. All this can also be found in the customer portal. The customer can download it and send it to their insurance company. Now, I'm not here to sell you on the software. What I'm telling you is this. Whatever system you use, documentation has to be dialed in. Phone photos texted to a customer don't cut it for insurance purposes. A time-stamped, formatted inspection report does. If you can hand a homeowner that kind of documentation when the job is done, you're not just a pressure washing company anymore. You're a professional service that protects their home and their insurance coverage. That's a different conversation, and it justifies a completely different price point. Now, here's the part that most of you aren't going to do, and that's exactly why the ones who do are going to own this in their market. You got to go and you got to find the insurance agents, and you got to talk to them in person, not an email, not a postcard. You got to pick up the phone, you got to walk into the office, and you got to introduce yourself. Every independent insurance agent in your area has clients getting these letters right now. Those agents, they don't have a go-to pressure washer or soft washer that they're referring people to. You want to be that name. You want to be that company. When you walk in, this is basically what you're going to say. Hey, I'm Mike with All American, and we specialize in soft washing of roofs. And I know you're probably seeing a lot of clients get flagged for the algae and the growth on the roofs. We use the ARMA recommended process, no pressure washing, which protects the shingles, keeps the manufacturer's warranty intact. And we provide a full documented inspection report, timestamp, before and after photos that your clients can send directly to the underwriter. I'd love to be the company that you refer them to. That is it. You're solving a problem they have. You're not selling cleaning. You're giving them a trusted resource that makes their job easier, keeps their clients covered. Then you leave them something with your contact information and a line or two about the ARMA-approved process. Make it easy for them to hand your name to the next homeowner who calls them in a panic about the cancellation notice that they just got, like this guy. And don't just hit one office. Work your whole market. The agent who refers you 2 or 3 jobs a month is worth more than any kind of ad you could ever run. Okay, one more thing. Most insurance companies right now, they don't require any specific certification from the guys doing the work. What they care about is the process and the documentation. That said, if you've gone through how to wash training and you hold the certification, that's one more thing that gives you credibility when you're standing in front of an agent or talking to a homeowner. It's not required, but it's another notch in the belt that separates you from someone who just bought a soft wash setup last month. Also, you got to price these jobs accordingly. A homeowner trying to save their insurance policy is not the same customer that just wants the house looking nice before a cookout. Factor that in, your documentation process, your professionalism, and the actual value of what you're delivering. You're not just cleaning a roof, right? You're protecting their coverage, their mortgage, and in a lot of cases, just their peace of mind. So price it like that. So the bottom line, insurance-required roof cleanings are a growing category, and they're only going to keep growing. Insurance companies are getting more aggressive with aerial inspections every single year, and that means a lot more of these are coming down the pipeline. So be ready, be prepared, and you're going to make more money. That is it. Try out Quote IQ, 14-day free trial, myquoteiq.com, and hope you have a great day.